Alright, so got this Turner +3, a little bit beat up as you can see, but I'll touch that all up with some wrinkle paint after. But I put a battery in it, hooked it up, it keys up. Messing with this, the volume potentiometer seems to do a little something. You'll get a little audio popping up on the meter, but there's zero resistance in this thing at all. So I think this potentiometer in here is no good. So I'm going to replace that just to make sure this thing still works before we start doing a full-blown resto on it. But yep, it was keying up. I lubed all the switches and cleaned all the contacts because this thing's been sitting for a while, so it's pretty filthy. But you can see this thing's got a lot of time on it. But we'll worry about the cosmetics after we get it working. So I'm going to jump in here, swap out this potentiometer in here and see if we can get this thing back. And all right, we'll tune back in a second. All right, so I got a replacement potentiometer for that thing. Cleaned it all up, lubed it. It's ready to go in. Pretty much a direct replacement. So all right, it's all cleaned up, lubed, and we're gonna pop it in, see what it does in that Turner. All right, so I'm back in here. We got the brand new potentiometer in there, all wired up. Got the contacts all cleaned on this, so now everything's making full contact. I had to resolder the power lead onto the battery connector, but that's all looking good now. Now when we flip this thing over, we actually, let me turn the volume down on that. These controls actually work now. It's got some resistance there, so that's all working. I had to change the knob out on it, which I haven't cleaned up or anything yet. I'll do that when I do the finishing touches on this, but it's got the different chrome knob on it now instead of the stock knob that was there. So that's all set, but it's all working. Keying up, getting audio on it. Did have to fix a couple of traces on the board. Somebody cracked the board and a couple of traces were broken, but it's all working now. Lock's all working, so that's it. She's all working. I gotta pop this out, make sure there's a nice piece of foam in there, but like I said, thing's pretty beat. So now we're gonna start its physical appearance. We're gonna give it a little bit of a makeover. So here it is, nice scratches, kind of beat up all over the place, but all right, we're going to change that. So next time you see it, it should start looking a little bit different. Now it's talking, now we're going to make it look good. All right, so here it is, all cleaned up. New coat of black wrinkle paint on there. Faceplate all nice and clean. Not back to 100%, but looking much better. All greased up, cleaned up. Switches all nice and clean. Contacts are all clean. I ended up finding a bigger knob that looked closer to the stock one. Potentiometer's all lubed up, working good. But all the wear and stuff on the back is now gone. All nice and shiny again. Put a new piece of foam in the mic. She's looking good. Everything's working. See if we can show it on the meter here. See if we can get this hooked up. Yeah, alright, so key and relay. It's all good. Look at the meter. I'm about a good 1.5 feet away from the microphone right now. You can still see it showing some swing. That's at about halfway open. Yeah, a little audio. She's working. Yep, about 2 to 4 watts. This is only a stock Cobra 2000, so not a crazy machine, but not going to drive it completely crazy. But yep, wide open, looking good, all cleaned up. Like I said, eventually I'll paint the whole thing. I actually just left the volume and the lock labeling out. Eventually I'll make some vinyl stickers and fix it all back up again, make it really look new. But this one's going to stay on my bench for a while, so, but looking much better from where we started. So that's it, just a little quickie afternoon bench project. Turner +3, all back together, working as good as new.